And
I
Viv.
have Viv here. We met up today, having a great time. We filmed a little bit for her channel. Now we're gonna film a little bit for my channel. So you need to go over to Vivmom Sews and catch the other part of our day. Okay, so we are coming at you from the public library, which is the best we could do. We're like halfway away from each other's houses, but I'm sure you've already seen Vivmom, so it's all about that. So we've been having an amazing time, and we're gonna talk about how we fit, because we are wildly differently shaped.
We really are.
We pick patterns differently, we fit things differently, and that's cool. We're both awesome, right? We're both fantastic, but we're just different. So,
Yeah. And I think that you have a knack for fitting very well. That dress you made, remember the Vogue dress with the great big sweeping pockets?
yes.
And I know you did a muslin, and I know
Yes.
you tailored it.
Yes.
But the back of it was so beautifully fit.
Yes.
And so I would like to know, how do you get that great fit in the back?
Luck.
Okay, I'll make a note of that.
So that one, I believe, it had a yoke in the back. Did it have a yoke? It did.
Okay.
It did, because it came a little bit over the shoulder in the front, and then it had a yoke in the back, and it went across the top. So I find that when I have more seams in the back, I can take them in more, because a lot of times I only need extra room in the front. I actually don't have a very wide, or I don't ever have to make a broad back adjustment.
Okay.
So I'm pretty flat in the back. I don't have shoulder blades that stick out, so I generally need to go smaller in the back. Now, I know it's hard to do these things by yourself. I assume you don't have anyone to help you fit, do you?
Not really.
Me either. I've tried to have Tim help me hem, and he is a nuisance. Not very helpful. So, he just doesn't do a good job.
A nuisance. Okay.
He is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, but it takes a lot of, sometimes it takes more effort. Sometimes patterns come out and they come out perfect, and I just don't have to mess with them that much. It really just depends on the pattern.
And it's wonderful when that happens.
Yes, wonderful but rare. Knits,
Okay.
knits a lot. Okay.
How do you choose your size, like to fit your bodice? How do you choose
Nancy
that?
Zeman style.
Okay.
So she has a little chart in her book. I can put a link down below. You basically measure from armpit crease to armpit crease, and then there's a little chart. So
Okay.
mine, I think, is 13.5 inches from here to here. Puts me in a size 12. So I just choose a size 12, and then the shoulder always fits.
Okay.
Although I think I might have to start making a narrow shoulder adjustment. But for the most part, the top part fits.
The seams will lie where they're
Yes.
supposed to. Okay.
So from there on, if I need a little bit more bust room, I just put a little more in. And generally I grade out a size at the waist and grade out another size at the hip. And usually those are the only adjustments I need to make.
So that fit in the shoulders is what we're going for. And we can get there different ways.
Yes. Yes.
I tried.
You do it different.
Well, I tried that Nancy Zeman way, and I think that I measured something like 17 across.
That's a lot.
It would put me in a size 18, and
You
that
are
would
that.
just swim on me.
See,
so
yeah.
So it didn't really work. I could have measured wrong. There is always that possibility. I'm one of those who likes to match the finished bust measurement.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I like to be aware of it.
Okay. That's a number you check out.
So if in the size 12, the finished bust measurement is close to what I'm at, then I will go ahead and test it out without making any kind of bust adjustment,
Okay.
because I'm just going to guess that it'll be enough. Now, but this is why I make testers. Like, you don't make tests.
I don't make
You don't do
testers.
a muslin. I do them all the time.
Well, you're choosing very fitted things too.
I do tend
There
towards
is
the
that.
fitted. Yes.
Okay.
So yeah. So if it's close, you're right. I do look at the finished measurement,
Okay.
and then I won't add any if I don't think I'll need it.
And when you do a full bust adjustment, do you do the whole thing where you make 3 lines and alter your pattern piece, or do you just cut a little bit more at the side seam?
It depends on how lazy I'm being.
See, I like that cutting a little more at the side.
That's usually. So in knits, that is it. That I'm not, look, I'm gonna level with you right here. I am not going to do a lot of messing around with a knit pattern. I know that people get fussy about the pull lines across the bust.
Okay.
I don't care.
And they get fussy about the line here.
Also, I don't care.
Yeah.
I've got better things to do.
It's a t-shirt.
Yes. No one's gonna notice that. No one's gonna care. No one's gonna care.
Okay.
So
I'm
will
with
let
you.
that go.
I'm with you 100%.
Now, in something fitted, then I will pay a little bit more attention. But if I think for 1 second that I can get away with just cutting the next size up right where the boob is,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
Right
that
under
way.
the arm hole and right before you
Yes.
get back into the side seam.
Yeah, and if I think I'll only need to add a tiny bit, then I'll do the Nancy pivot and slide, because that's also really easy. The only time I did the real deal full bust adjustment, I think on the bow dress, the one with the, I think I did it on that one because I needed so much extra because it was very fitted, and
And it
worked
was
out
a
pretty
button
good.
front, and
Yes.
nobody wants those buttons pulling
Yes,
apart.
and I am a button gaping kind of gal, so
Me too.
that's just gonna happen.
Have you
Are
done the
kidding
safety
me?
pin thing 1,000 times?
I just quit wearing button downs mostly because I am not respectable in my job, so I don't have button downs in me. I just, not everyone, look, that yacht club shirt you have, that's what I'm calling it from now on.
My
You
yacht,
guys
by
know.
the way. Where
I
is that yacht?
Well, if you ever
I'm
get
still
one,
waiting
you
for it.
have the shirt for it. That's for
do.
sure. You guys have seen this. I know that you have. It's the pink stripe. It's pink and striped.
It is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
that fabric is very odd. It came from Fashion Fabrics Club, which they are the king of strange fabrics.
Yes.
And it's rayon, but it feels exactly like a mix of cotton and linen. So it's got a great
It looks
hang
cotton
and a
linen.
swing to it,
You don't like that?
but it's rayon, so it wrinkles
And that's
very
a button down
easily.
shirt. So that's a button down.
That is.
Generally requires fitting. Did
Didn't,
you do
didn't do a thing.
Didn't do anything. Okay, so Viv's got all the luck.
Oh,
Are you
no,
kidding me?
No, I just match the finished
That's it.
bust.
And then it
But
just
the
makes
styles I wear aren't.
Yeah.
You have these nice things that are nipped in at the waist.
I do
And
that.
you've got a waist seam.
I try.
can't even remember the last time I sewed a waist seam.
Well, so we talked about this a little bit earlier. So if I tried to wear shift dress, so Viv,
Yeah, we did talk about
Viv
this.
is the queen of the shift dress. She looks like a movie star all of the time, and it's not fair.
No.
And then if I put a shift dress on without belting it or something, what ends up happening is it looks like someone cut a hole, put a pillowcase over my head, and then it got bunched up around my hip. So
It's not that
I just,
bad, is it?
you should have seen, oh, I have it with me. Of course, I don't have my prop ready. So I think you guys all saw this in my last video right here. This is Butterick 6388. This one right here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Cute.
It's a fairly simple column dress.
Simple.
Yeah. I tried to do that up last night and had it all, and I looked at the finished measurements and it looked like I should fit into that. So I just went ahead and cut it out and sewed it up. I didn't even test it this time, which sometimes
Okay.
I don't with knits. Sometimes I don't worry about them as much. I should have worried about it because I mean, it is like, I look like a pop can of biscuits in that thing.
Oh.
And I was like, how is this? But then, so allow me to demonstrate. So it was so tight right here.
Right
But then
there?
it was like loose everywhere else. Like it, like if
Okay.
I were to put, like a soup can on and it just hit the biggest part. And then everywhere else was the same size around.
But you have the enviable, perfect coming in at the waist, Beautiful hips. Nice bust line.
Yeah, I will
You
say
know-
I enjoy my figure. I just can't.
But each one,
tough time with a
I'm
shift
kind of
dress.
straight up and down, and I've got the bust to worry about. We all have our fitting
Yes.
issues.
It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you. We look great. We're great looking gals. It just means that maybe I don't wear shift dresses that much.
Now, I've been told, and I agree, that I could benefit from a sway back adjustment. Do you ever do those?
I should. I have not.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that I should do that I don't do. I mean,
I'm the exact same way.
look guys, we're gonna do what we want to do. And that's final. And I don't want to hear any
I
lip.
want to just sew and wear.
Yes, and I
must
get it.
sew
I get
and
it.
wear.
Like, that's why I do a test, right? So if I put that test on and it's garbage, I'm gonna think twice about it.
You're done.
Because
you switch to something else,
yeah,
right?
if it looks, I did it today. Also last night.
Oh, what
look,
do you
I brought props. I
have?
brought props.
Okay,
So
that's
I wanted,
adorable.
and I think you guys remember how excited I was over this jacket here, this Lizette. There you go. Yeah, that's what. I'm very excited to make it. I had a burning desire for it,
Okay.
so I sewed up this. I just all I did was grade from a 12 out to a 14 at the waist,
Okay.
and of course it doesn't. Look at that. What is even going on here? Now I only have one arm. This thing is huge. My shoulder is way down here.
Okay. And here's your
My
shoulder
arm
line.
is tight because the armhole is too low. So my arm needs, the bottom of the arm needs to go up.
Okay.
And but then it's, and
How
there's
do you
princess
do? What do you
seams
do
all
with
over.
this?
I
You just
don't
take it-
know.
Okay.
There's so
I would go
much
down a
there.
size. Could
I'm
you
gonna
go
have
down
to
a
go down
size?
like 3 sizes.
Yeah.
This thing, there is so much extra here. And I know this is supposed to fold over, but look at all of
What
that.
size did you cut?
This is my normal 12, and then I just grade it out like right here to a 14. It doesn't go any bigger than that in this one.
I think you might go down to a 10.
I'm telling you, this, even on this side, so
This
Look
sateen
at
is so
this.
cute, and it's got a little.
I made pants out of
stretch.
it. But yeah, it was a scrap from pants I made. There wasn't enough to make a second one. But
Okay.
yeah. Oh, I saved my scraps, my big scraps for that aren't quite big enough to make something else. Then I'll use it to make tests out of stuff.
See, if I made a tester, I would want to wear it
Sometimes I
because
do.
you put in the time to
Yeah.
sew it.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I didn't do much finishing. on
Yes,
this
you
thing,
did a
but-
lot. Look at all those seams in there. Wait, let's show
Oh,
them.
there's- oh,
Show
yeah.
them the inside because
Yeah, get me out of that
That's-
disappointment.
that's a lot of
This
seams.
is a
Look at
jacket
all
of
those.
sadness right now.
Well, it's just darn
I
cute.
hate it.
Don't hate it.
It's just,
It's so cute.
so
You just need to,
badly
here's what
fitting.
they say. You just need to pinch a little bit out here.
I need to pinch an entire center panel out of it. There is a panel in here. So look, so here's the thing. This thing is so far off. Look at that, it's pretty close, right?
Dude,
We're gonna switch to this one.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
I've made one Lisette. Do they run big?
I think this might be my first Lizette. I'll have to check.
She designs really cute stuff.
Everyone looks so good in this.
Okay, it's gonna work. Are you gonna switch to this?
Yes,
Okay.
I've had enough. Like, I feel like my night was stolen from me between this and the other. Oh, so I can save that other dress though. I can just cut it off and make it into a shirt.
Oh, you can? Okay, good.
Yeah, because the only place it's binding up is in the hip, right?
Well, that jacket I just made, the little brown one, I have this extra stuff right here. And I think that's a really tough fix to get rid
It
of that.
is. It is. I mean, what do you even do?
What do you do?
I don't know. Look,
If you guys
we don't have all
know,
the answers.
if you guys know
we did.
what you do for extra fabric right here, not at the shoulder, not at the bust, but right up here,
Tell
let
us,
us know.
please.
Let us know.
Please help us.
All right, anything else with fit? Do you shorten sleeves?
I should. I should use the length and shorten lines for both sleeves and pant legs. I do neither of those things.
Okay.
And just lop it off at the end.
I like the lopping method.
Yep, that's what I do.
It's a
I
highly
know.
technical method.
I get it. Like, I understand. You don't need to tell us. We get it. We know why you're supposed to use the length and shorten lines instead of just hacking off the ends of things. I just
Do we know
don't.
why?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Do I? Yeah. Okay, so you don't just chop it off at the end because then you're cutting off the skinnier part and then it's wider. That's why you use the length and shorten lines. That way it pulls it up so that the skinny part is now hitting, right? But then I just chop it off and narrow the seam a little bit.
Okay, now listen, before we leave the lengthen and
Yes.
shorten lines, this has bothered me for years.
Yes.
Absolute years.
Okay.
Why are there two lines there? Why are there two lines? Which one are you supposed to cut on? The top one? Down the middle?
I
Or
cut
the
through
bottom?
the middle.
You cut through the middle.
Wait, I cut nowhere because I don't use those damn things.
But why are there two? That has always confused me.
I don't know.
You know what I mean
That's a
by
good
two?
question.
They're real
yeah,
close
the
together.
double line. Yeah, I
double
don't know.
line, double line.
If I was gonna cut them, I would cut right in the middle.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
Then you gotta be real careful not to
Yeah.
veer up or down. I think it adds a little more stress.
Yeah, I just wouldn't bother with it and just lop it off.
Yeah, let's lop.
Yeah, and I'm lucky because I don't have to make it like a torso adjustment. I usually tend to do all right with that. My waist hits in the same right spot. I'm lucky.
Okay.
I'm very average. I am basic, guys.
I feel like I'm basic too. We're basic in different
yeah,
ways.
we are.
We're so basic.
I know. So I guess what the moral of the story is when it comes to fitting, not only do we not know any more than any of you guys know, but also it's very personal. Sometimes it depends on your level of tolerance for fit.
Mm-hmm.
My mom will fit one t-shirt pattern for weeks.
Wow.
One pair of pants, she'll just make it over and over and over and try and tweak it and tweak it. And I think she's kind of chilled out on that a little bit. But I mean, that's what she does because to her, that's the peak of perfection. That's the whole point of making your own clothes is to make sure that they fit perfectly.
So it's different priorities in
Yes.
sewing.
Yes.
My priority is to get it off the table and onto me
Yes.
and out the door.
Yes. And I want to be making things that I can dream up in my head and never get off of a rack. You know, so for me, I love it when they fit, but I'm not going to tweak it to death.
No.
I'm not going to drive myself insane with it. So what do they say? What's that saying? Perfect is the enemy of good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I heard one like, if you can't see the flaw, if you're riding past someone on a horse.
Oh, yeah. I know. What was it? At a gallop.
At a
10
gallop.
feet. I swear to God, I just heard that.
It's something like that. It has a horse.
Yes.
There's something about
There's
a horse. But
and
who's riding a horse? I mean,
I'm not. I hate
I'm
horses.
not. Oh, I don't hate them.
Oh, I mean, I don't want them to die or anything. I just don't ever want to ride one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really? That's
you-
funny. My husband is a little afraid of horses.
It's not the horse. It's
And he's
just,
not a fearful type.
I just don't know, like, where do you grab them to not
They're very
fall off of it?
big animals.
Yes, and when you ride a horse, I don't know if you know this, because I don't ride side saddle, or at all, really.
Okay.
But if I were to ride a horse, you have to ride it, and then when you get off of it, it feels like your legs won't shut. Have you ever, like your muscles get tight?
Yes.
Yes. So you need to be riding a horse all the time, because if you just try and ride a horse like once a year, you're gonna have
Your
some really
saddle
bad
sore.
days.
That's
Yes.
called saddle.
And you're gonna
And
have some
here-
bad days.
Here's another leg
What you
thing.
got?
Have you ever gotten off like a cruise ship and your legs are so funny, like you have sea legs?
Well, now, yes, I have had sea legs before.
Sea legs! It's a thing!
Yes,
It's
it really
real.
is, yes.
Okay, what other kind of leg maladies are there? How did we get here?
I don't.
Well,
We've
I'll tell you a
totally
leg
reached the end of
malady.
the line.
I'll tell you a
What you
big leg malady. Fitting pants.
I actually love fitting pants.
You
I
make
have what is known as a
killer
magic crotch.
Pants.
There is
Uh-oh.
no pants pattern out there where my crotch doesn't just automatically fit into it. I don't know. I don't care who makes it what pattern company.
No way.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna put those pants on, and that crotch is gonna be perfect.
So you
It's
don't
my
have to.
superpower.
You don't have to adjust.
I have never made a crotch adjustment, and I love making pants.
Okay.
You
Then that
you
is.
don't like pants, huh?
No, I do like pants.
You like pants, but
I got all mixed up.
well, you've made some great pants.
Well, I got mixed up on those chat forums over there on Pattern Review. I think Pattern Review is great, but I think you can get a little lost when you start this fitting process and don't really know when to stop. It was kind of like, did you ever see the I Love Lucy where they asked, Lucy keeps looking at the Christmas tree and telling Fred to take a little more off here and a little more off there, and at the end, there's like one branch left on the Christmas tree. And I think that fitting can go that way, where you just don't stop.
Yes.
And that's what I did, and so I thought, I can't sew pants. But come to find out, if I cut a typical size, they fit every time.
Yeah, just leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Yes. Don't try to guess. Don't
Leave
even
it
measure your
alone.
crotch.
Trust the pattern.
Don't even do it. I know it's
Oh,
really
and people
tempting.
make those.
Aluminum foil.
Yes.
Leave it in the cupboard.
That is madness.
Don't touch it.
Yeah.
Just find some cheap crap. Like get you a sheet from the Goodwill. Cut those pants out of that sheet.
Yeah.
And just try it and just see what happens. You might be surprised. Maybe you have a magic crotch.
And tell us about those ginger jeans.
Okay, so I love the ginger jeans. So she drafts her a pear shape, which is why I like them, because that's me, basically. And I make them a little tight. That way they squeeze everything in.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I love them.
They
I
look
so many of
fantastic.
them. I highly recommend it, especially if you're a pear shape. Although I've heard really good things about, I think Cashmerette has one that has, they have an option for both a pear and an apple shape too. So you can choose one or the other and try them that way. And I think it's a very similar style. I think it's just skinny jeans. So yeah, I love it.
Excellent.
Okay, so we talked fitting, we talked pants, we talked tops, we talked pluses and minuses.
We saw your
You
jacket.
saw my disaster jacket.
It's not a disaster. I think it's adorable.
I'm throwing it in the towel. I'm giving up. That's what I do.
Well,
It's not what I do, but
you
it's
know
what I'm
if-
doing right
you
now.
know if
I know when
something's
my
not
goose is
working.
cooked.
Yeah, you know.
I know. I'm not. I know that it made me mad enough that I stuffed it in my bag and thought I'm gonna have to show someone this. So.
All right, I think we both need a
Yes,
nap.
I do. I need an actual bed.
You need an actual
I need for real
night's
sleep. Yes.
sleep.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna take a nap.
Okay.
But this has been great.
Yes, we had the best time ever.
If you guys enjoyed this and want to see more,
Yeah.
tell us down below.
We can do more.
And we could do more because we just had so much fun hanging
Yes.
out today.
Yeah, and we're really cool. And like this was meant to be. Like this was.
And she makes me laugh.
Yes.
She
We've
makes
been
me
laughing
laugh.
all day long.
Yes, we have.
We were laughing in Joanne's. We were laughing in Potent. We were laughing all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's it for us, huh?
That's it.
All right. Bye.
Bye.